Hey, Taurus. Welcome in, my Taurus gang. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Okay, it's on. Gotta double check now. Okay. Spirit. I'm feeling this deck. All right. Taurus, third week of May. Let's hook it up for my Taurus gang. King of Cups is here. I love it already. I don't know why I feel like Taurus, you're embracing some new energy, okay? Yes, you're finally getting down from being stuck. It is a little nerve-wracking because you do have a lot on your mind and you are exercising some things out of your life and it is causing you some stress. But overall, ooh, yeah, what I was feeling was good, wasn't it? Who's Mr. Happily Ever After or Mrs. Happily Ever After? But they're stalking. Do you guys feel like the other shoe's going to drop or something with this individual? Because this is somebody who's emotionally mature and available, but you're an amazing blend. With the 10 of Cups, 5 cups are yours, 5 cups are theirs, but this makes me feel like you're a happy couple. That whatever is going on in your world, you're right for each other. Okay? This is like also getting a new job and the colleagues and the coworkers there are like a perfect fit for you. You like them, they like you. Birds of a feather that flock together, that's that soul tribe stuff. But there's a stalking card here. I think you're trying to get more information. Maybe you're doubting it. I don't know. I don't see that. I just feel like you want to be more precise because you're making a decision. And I think for you, it's got to be more than just how you feel, right? But you're finally getting yourselves unstuck. You're just stressing a little bit about this because you've got other pending issues in your life. Let's see. You got a few things going on, but this is the greatest, most positive thing ever. And your relationships in general are going to start changing for you, Taurus. They're about to get hella better. All right. What's coming in for my Taurus gang, third week of May? Finally, Uranus is out of your sign. What'd you think I was going to say? They finally moved into Gemini. It hasn't been in Gemini in 87 years. That is their ruling planet. It is going home and away from you. And finally, that uncomfortable vibe of that planet sitting in your sign all these last 7 years, which was irritating and annoying for you, is now gone. You can see things clearly. You can feel things clearly. We've got Neptune in Aries making the collective dream, but follow those dreams. We have Saturn putting action plans, Saturn in Aries, putting action plans behind said dreams. We finally have Pluto going retrograde. Yeah, I guess it could be a guard. Retrograde into Aquarius, destructing and rebuilding all forms of communication. All forms of communication as we knew it are changing worldwide. You will see what I mean by the end of the year. Now, that also affects the people in your environment. You do feel left out in the cold, but you do also feel unstuck, right? You do also feel like, well, you know what? I need some me time. I need to get selfish. Now, some of you, this could be because somebody broke up with you. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But I digress because that is the only queen I like in reverse. Upright, that's you. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Nurturing, loving, kind, caring. You're a vase. Everyone puts their stem in it. What the fuck? Because you're the water person there, giving every life essence and nutrient to the plants. But now the vase is over. It's turned around because there's no more water. You need to all go find your own water. So you can nurture yourself. Others of you, somebody broke up with you, yes, but I see you pausing and reflecting on where to keep investing or if you should invest elsewhere. Let's keep it trucking because I feel like you got two lives going on here, Taurus. One over here with what's going on in your reality. One over there where you thought it was 5D, ethereal thinking, feeling is actually coming into and bleeding into your 3D world. What is the surprise for my Taurus, please? We have traction, finally. I see the cards shifting. I will die if I see another 2 in your readings. Really. Finally. You have this person, this King of Pentacles. Now I have 2 people in your reading. We know that the kings are the opposing energy. This is in your cross. This is somebody earthy and grounded like you, but I feel like you are trying to reject them. Now, the universe has done something to you. This is a Jupiter card. Jupiter is a benefactor. Jupiter and a Taurus, Sagittarius card. But Jupiter does things to us to trigger certain events in our life so the ball starts moving. Because one tiny little event cascades into a bigger one. You meeting somebody else. Somebody scouting you for another job. Befriending somebody in the least likeliest of places. Those are triggering events. So the ball of your life goes forward. Because what starts there ends here. Meaning you transition from living behind the mountain to the front of the mountain where the sun is. Instead of you living in a lifelong of shadows. So, Spirit is doing this for your benefit. This person in your cross, flip-flopping between being in with you or out with you. But there's a hell of a lot of breadcrumbs between you and this individual. It's not a lot. It's not big energies. If this is work-related, you're getting a little bit more money from your boss. It's not nothing to hang your hat on, but it's something. All right. What is the advice here for my Taurus clan? I keep flicking my hair because I'm afraid it's hitting the mic. I don't want it to muffle. 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords in reverse and the Queen of... Okay. You guys are debating, here's the 2s, but they're in the advice position, so I'll accept it. I think for a very long time, Taurus, you have been having to make a choice and a decision, but you weren't really making it. I think you were taking things day by day. I think you were taking things very, very slowly, right? And in some ways, it has benefited you and it has worked. And in other ways, and for some of you, it hasn't because the other person left. Some of you, that person came back. Now, for it to be in reverse, I know you're struggling to make that choice because it is a hard decision for you, especially when I see a 2 of Swords in reverse. In the advice, it's saying you really need clarity. The truth is, Taurus, you know the answer. You know it. You just refuse to rip off the blindfold and see it. Because it's just there for the taking. Some of you are dealing with a third-party situation, and this is why you need to choose. Others of you, maybe it's about which team you want to work with at work, but it is talking about collaboration. We'll see more when we clarify. But a lot of you, if this is third-party, and you were the third-party person, there was an ending and a betrayal in regards to that. Whether it was ended with you or you ended it with the fling affair person. But it looks like you think that that's still an option. At least to me, it looks like that. Because you've got 1 king in cross and another upright and 2 of Swords in your advice. What is the outcome of the week? For Taurus, please. Thing is, those of you who are married or committed, or you have this thing going on that with a job or a company that pays you well, you're finding lack of balance there. And you're struggling to find that balance. Because you are doing something casual here with someone else. And I don't know if the guilt and the regret is overwhelming or taking over for you, instead of you looking at it from another point of view where you actually have these 2 cups to work with, something else you can work with. Like if this goes to shit, this commitment, this marriage, this job, this company, because it's in the cross, lack of balance. If it goes to shit, it's telling me it's okay because you still have something else to work with. But I don't know if you're debating, well, this is 3 cups and that's only 2. Because you're doing something here with someone who's very interested in you, but you're keeping it casual. But I know you have feelings for them. I know you have heart. And I'm surprised I haven't seen the 5 of Swords yet, where you have the 2, which is worse. You're like, do it, don't do it. My heart or my mind? You're falling into a toxic cycle, Taurus. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you going from here to here. This is a different type of lover. You have Archangel Michael supersedes the lovers because you guys were meant to meet each other. Another angel can take over, and it's this one, where it makes you be obsessed with the other person, and then it becomes toxic. Right now, you have somebody here who's emotionally mature and loving and cares about you. You the same, because a King and Queen of Cups is here for the taking. Well, remember that. Let's continue. Spirit, why is the King of Cups here with the Page of Swords and the 10 of Cups? What's going on here? Although you feel like this person, that if you go off skipping into the sunset with them, that although you'll be happy, it's still a burden. You still worry what's going to happen on the other end. So I think this is why you're keeping it casual, well, for as long as you possibly can. Some of you, it's flipping now, okay? Because, like, let's say 60% of you are on one side of the seesaw and 40% are on the other. You're slowly all leaving someone behind, and you're going towards the lover or the person that you were doing something casual with, while 40% of you are not. You're still deciding, you're still debating. That's why you're carrying this heavy burden, this heavy load, because now you feel responsible for multiple people, right? Because you know that you feel like you have to hurt somebody. But it's not just that. You know that, and if this isn't you, Taurus, if this is your other person doing this to you, it's still a burden, not just for them, but for you too, because they're carrying on in a life or a lifestyle that isn't actually actualized. It's not real. It's like somebody here is living on a temporary. Because this is just, what is this? Because you don't go from this to this. This is someone having an affair outside of marriage or a commitment, or someone being casual. Whether it's you or the other person you're dealing with, or they've inadvertently made you the third party. So this is kind of like getting unstuck from being left out in the cold. Yeah, you're like, I'm on the bus, Gus. I'm leaving. You're like, I'm getting in the boat. Death to you. Transition time. Yep. Listen, this is a divorce for me. This is something that happens in court that ends. This is something that happens with legality. It doesn't even have to be something legal. It could just be whatever's karma correction. This is receiving rewards. But the reward will come in the form of the transition, the change, the different, right? And when you mentally disengage from this, feeling left out in the cold, that's how you're getting yourself unstuck from something. You're allowing something to end. And you're defending your position and your situation. All right? Now let's see what's going on here with this King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So how that flipped upside down, let's see what that's going to be. Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Well, whatever's going on, this triggering event with this King of Pentacles for you, Taurus, which is supposed to be something lucky, you're not also fighting the idea of you being single. You're not fighting the idea of being alone. You're like, oh, whatever. I'm going to roll with the punches. I'll go with the flow, even to your own surprise. Okay. Because you guys are a fixed sign. So that's the struggle in itself. So I want you guys to give yourself a humongous pat on the back, a huge round of applause. Big ass clappings for you, because it's not an easy thing for you to let go of what's familiar, what's stable, what's controlled, right? And to transition into the change, what's different, what's new. You're allowing yourself to do that here, even to your own surprise. All right. Does it help you that other people are there for you to catch you? Sure. Does it help you that somebody else is coming in to say something to help you find that balance? Absolutely. Do you see the ending and betrayal as an ending? I hope you do. I hope it doesn't make you feel like you're stuck and trapped, like you've got no choices, because you do. All right. Two of Swords. Who's this? This person likes you, like a lot, and you like them back. What's this Two of Swords in reverse and Three of Pentacles? I want this. This is like a beautiful friendship. This is like a beautiful family. This is like a beautiful workspace. This is like a beautiful couplehood. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Something's not working. I think you put enough of work and effort into something. Spirit is trying to tell you that's enough. That's enough. Yes, that's enough. Ten of Swords. Yes. Okay. If you have found a relationship, no, not even found, like whatever relationship you're in, and you find yourself to be unrequited love, because that actually happens, because we're allowed to change our feelings. Because as is above is below, and that planets influence us. And if they make us feel a certain kind of way, who are we to fight it? There's unrequited love. And you just stop putting effort into it. All right. Perhaps it could be the other person too. And this is why you're torn into collaborating with somebody, or why you even have a third party situation. That just seems to be the common thread there. But it came with a packet of swords, an ending, and a betrayal. Do you want to be in this position? No, nobody does. Are you in this position? It is what it is. But it's how we go forward from here, right, Taurus? Because I also feel like you're dealing with a toxic person, but I think you're pretty good at maintaining them and keeping them at bay. Now, what is the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, or a toxic situation? I think you know how to manage it. King of Swords, Knight of Wands. The Page of Wands, sorry, and the Queen of Cups. There you are. As we begin with a King of Cups, we end with a Queen of Cups. You're keeping it casual, even though you're getting rid of some old commitment, right? I think you're curious to see where it ends with somebody. All right, so when you have strong feelings for. I know that you're trying to think of who you should invest in for your betterment of your future. That's probably going to be next week's reading. But here, you're at least your focus is shifting. It's no law. I mean, I feel like you know what's going on in your personal life as far as some commitment or situation that's ending for you. You're switching gears now, and that's what I see, because I see more energy and focus going on to onward, upward motion. Like, who's the next character in your life? Are they here to stay? Are they not? Am I going to be by myself? What are my next moves? What are my next steps? And right now I see you being torn, but this is kind of what's coming towards the forefront of your mind. And the other stuff that you're already dealing with is going in the back. Your old marriage, your old commitment, your old career, your old friendship, your old whatever. That it's shifting. We're bringing forward this new stuff, the happy stuff, and we're putting back what we're doing with marriage and commitment. We're flipping it. All right, because that's what I'm seeing here. You managing, you trying, you deciding, but at least we're shifting the energies. Now, let me see what we're going to talk about for love in the extended for Taurus. If there's a problem with the extended readings and you can't access, please email me, elpistarot@gmail.com. I don't always get to see it in the comments, but there's other ways I can send you the extended link if you're not a member. Ooh, free yourself and new love. Well, like, hello, 100% romantic feelings at the bottom of the deck. That's this person. New love. Free yourself. That's you being over here torn in your advice, not knowing what to do with some like marriage commitment thing. You're like this gorgeous unicorn staying stuck because of you owe somebody something? No. You owe it to yourself. All right, guys, that's what we got this week. Let's head on over to the extended and see what's going on. Everyone else, I shall see you next week.